Hey, what's up guys, it's Red here with another Chainsaw Man video. This one all about what's going on with Asa in the story. This is kinda character analysis and speculation at the same time. Whatever. Quick intro this time, like and subscribe, let's just get into it. Well, firstly, let's talk about the title of this video. What did I mean by bystander to her own life when I'm referring to Asa? Well, it's multiple things that are connected, like Yoru. The reason Asa is currently like this is mainly due to Yoru taking over Asa's body and causing traumatic events for Asa while using Asa's body. Like when Yoru assaulted Denji to the mass casualty event Yoru caused while fighting Pochita with her whole gun goddess bang. And this also essentially caused the destruction of the homes of hundreds if not thousands of people. Another reason why I'm using this title is the fact that Asa has seemingly appeared less and less. We have seen less internal talk between Asa and Yoru, and people, well, more like Asa fans, are pretty much complaining and sad to see that Asa is just kinda like a bystander. A bystander in her own life. Anyways, let's just talk about it. So, I'd like to get into what's been going on with Asa right now. Well, right now, she's in a terrible state of mind. Like, it's very, very bad. Like I said, after all the traumatic stuff she's experienced, Asa has just not really been there. If anything, she's been letting herself go and becoming a quote-unquote nobody. Asa literally wants to die because of what Yoru has done and is planning on doing. Yet, Asa, as any normal person should, didn't actually want to die and wasn't prepared to die. So, she didn't let Denji kill her even after she asked him to do so. But, to get a feel of Asa right now, we also need to go back to the beginning. At the start of part 2, we all know that Asa didn't have any friends. She purposefully pushed herself away from others, especially after the loss of her mother and cat. If anything, it was mainly because she didn't want to be close with anyone because she was afraid of losing them. And also because Asa blames herself for her mom's and Crambon's death. Asa at the beginning of her introduction was already broken. She was pessimistic, she pushed herself away from others, and rationalized that they were blissfully ignorant due to not focusing on problems around them and the problems around the city or just the country in general. Asa pushed them away and didn't realize she was jealous of them. Jealous of them for having family, friends, and romantic partners. Jealous of them for having fun and enjoying their lives. And when her class and Bucky tried to get her out of her shell, she tripped and killed Bucky. Instantly, her chance of going out of her shell and trying to make friends and have a normal life was destroyed when she accidentally killed the beloved devil Bucky. When Asa died at the hands of the class president, she felt some relief. She realized that her thoughts and beliefs of being jealous of others and always wanting more wasn't only something she felt. She found out that it wasn't her fault that Bucky died. And in her final moments, Asa realized that she could have had the happiness she was yearning for if she was a bit more selfish. Asa wished she realized that sooner, that everyone else has thoughts like her, and that she could have tried to have a normal life if she lived a bit more selfishly. And that was the end of Asa. But it wasn't. Someone stepped in, or flew in. Yoru the War Devil. Yoru took control of Asa's body and revived Asa herself. And Asa was given a second chance. With one big caveat, which was that she had to share her body and mind with a devil. A devil who only wants war, death, and destruction. So yeah, now onto the middle of Asa's situation. Like Asa finding what she wants to live for. Well, this part will kinda be about what Asa wants, which is validation. But she also wants to help people. Asa's life has become way harder due to Yoru. And also because they get put into situations by Fami, aka death. However, in between all those trials she's faced, a ray of light in the dark appeared for Asa, Denji, and Chainsaw Man. Well, they're the same person, but Asa didn't know about that for a while. Anyways, Denji pretty much gave Asa a reason to move forward and to keep on living. Like, her best influence was, and still kinda is, Denji. He saved Asa, figuratively and literally. Denji has helped out Asa so much. From the aquarium day to the falling devil, Denji/Chainsaw Man came to save Asa. Denji gave Asa a reason to live. From the experiences Denji has gone through, he was able to give Asa a reason to keep going. Well, sorta. It was mainly to tell her that it's fine that life has its ups and downs, that bad things happen, and that it's alright to not have stuff figured out. All that matters is that you need something to live for, or to try to live for something. And Asa really needed that. Asa had struggled with having a reason to continue living from way before Asa even met Yoru, and even after Yoru took over Asa's body. So, what's Asa's goal? Well, in my opinion, Asa wants to help people. She wants to save people from the bad. Asa wants to be a hero, and to try to stop her demonic half from causing harm, and balance that harm her demonic half has caused by doing good deeds. Hell, Asa was always a goody two-shoes, as the class president put it. Asa clearly wants to be good and to try to stop bad, just like how Chainsaw Man does it. Asa wants to not only save herself, but others. Like Denji. She wants to save him no matter what, just like how he saved her. Even telling Denji his own lesson about willing to eat a crab burger for something they want to live for. Honestly, Asa was practically getting close to getting her full growth of character. Like, she was even fighting against Yoru's control to get to talk with Denji and to stop Yoru from assaulting Denji even more than she already did. Asa, even at probably the lowest point in her life, still tried to be better and grow beyond her past, and beyond Yoru. But I guess it didn't really last long, thanks to Yoru. So let's get into it. Yeah, Yoru and even Death kinda broke. No, they did break Asa. I mean, imagine having to see your body be taken over to not only assault the only person you want to save and love, but also cause so much carnage and death. Like, Asa is living with the guilt of killing so many people and destroying the homes of thousands. And all that guilt wasn't even all because of Yoru's actions. Asa's guilt also built off the guilt of working with the people who caused destruction by making Chainsaw Man zombies, and in turn causing more and more people to get hurt and lose their homes. After all that, and after losing her own home, losing those she loves, hurting the only person she loves, it broke Asa. Not completely, but Asa is about to break. All that stuff leads to the Asa we know now, the quote-unquote toxic Asa. The one who became a bystander. The one who isn't even fighting back against Yoru's control. The one who lives in a blissful ignorance. To not think about what's going on and to just have fun. To not think about any actions being performed by them until Denji finishes their goal of stopping the prophecy and stopping the Death Devil. Asa right now, as a character, is in such a bad state. Not because Fujimoto forgot about her, but because he's purposefully sidelining Asa with how she is now. The reason we're not getting much of Asa is because she's given up from stopping Yoru from killing people and causing destruction. Asa right now believes that she can't stop Yoru, well, outside of having herself killed, which again is something Asa doesn't want. Asa doesn't believe that she can do anything to stop Yoru from using her body to cause terrible things. Okay, now I personally believe that the reason we haven't really seen much internal dialogue between Asa and Yoru is a meta thing, where there just isn't a place to put it with how things are moving. Having Asa react when Yoru and Denji are having fun and stuff, or Yoru reacting when Denji and Asa are having a heart-to-heart would slow the pace down. Plus, especially right now, it's mainly Denji's perspective of things, and since he can't see the other while one is in control, we don't get to see it as well. Okay, originally I wrote this section before this week's chapter, and I talked about how unless there wasn't a POV switch, we'll mainly be focusing on Denji. and that Asa and Yoru weren't with Denji, and that I was thinking that we'll get to see internal dialogue between them if we saw their POV against Falling, and we didn't get to see that because Yoru lost to Falling. So no POV change, and I don't think that we're gonna see much internal dialogue between Asa and Yoru in the next upcoming chapters. Anyways, I also have a possible in-universe reason as to why we don't get to see Asa and Yoru fighting internally, which could be, like I said, Asa just doesn't feel like going on and trying to stop Yoru from doing whatever. Asa practically gave up because she was tricked by Yoru and was made to do bad and terrible things. Asa has given up because she would rather not think about what's going on. Like when Denji told her, "Let's think about all the unpleasant stuff after I murderize the Death Devil." Essentially, what Asa took from Denji's words was that she shouldn't think or fight back against Yoru's control, since Asa doesn't want to focus on the killing that Yoru is doing. So, what do I think will happen now that Asa is at her lowest? Well, lowest as of right now. I'm sure things will go even lower. Anyways, I believe that she'll get out of it in some way. Like, come on, Asa's one of the protagonists. Do you really think that she won't persevere and gain triumph over her problems? Sure, there will be lots of downs and problems, but in the end of it all, Asa will definitely saw right through the chains of doubt and get her life back. It obviously won't be easy, but what is? Asa will have to fight to get her life and body back. She will have to go through the toughest of challenges to succeed, and I think she will. I don't think that Asa will be sidelined forever. I don't think that Asa will be stuck as a bystander in her life. What's going on right now isn't the end of Asa's story. Like, people treat each chapter as if it's the last one. Obviously, there will be more of Asa, and Asa won't lose herself, but she will grow to become her own person again. Asa will eventually grow to become a better person than she was ever before. Like, in my opinion, there will be more bad stuff, like maybe Yoru actually gets to enact her plans of something worse than extinction, and Asa will fall way deeper into despair. I kinda imagine it like, spoilers for JJK, I'll let you skip to this part of the video, but I'm sure you already know due to the leaks and the fact that JJK has already ended, but I'm imagining that the situation will be like how Megumi gave up in life when Sukuna took over his body and killed his sister, and how the other characters were trying to save Megumi, but Megumi wasn't fighting against Sukuna's control, so the bum made the Sukuna fight longer because he didn't lock in. Anyways, Asa will be like Megumi and wallow in despair. But, just like Megumi, Asa will be saved. Maybe Yoru will no longer need Asa's body and discards Asa, leaving her to die. But then Pochita talks to Asa to try to get her will to live back, and Pochita gives Asa life again. Kinda like how Pochita did with Power at the end of part 1. Ultimately, the story ending with Asa and Denji being the big bad, or Yoru, assuming that Yoru is the real big bad at the end of Chainsaw Man part 2. So basically, what I'm saying is that us Asa fans have to stay hopeful. Asa won't be stuck as a bystander in her life. Asa will get over the despair and guilt placed upon her by Yoru. Asa will thrive again and will get a happy ending for her. Well, maybe a bittersweet ending to be more realistic, but I really hope that Asa gets her happy and good ending. She and Denji really deserve it after all the shit they've gone through. So yeah, that's all. I'm sure Asa will shine again and she'll get to do more stuff and continue her character arc. All of this is a part of Asa's growth, and she'll go beyond to what she is now, and when she was when the series started. So I hope you enjoyed it. I could probably make a part 2 or do another Asa vid like this. I don't know, I just wanted to do a shorter video than my last one. I mean, this one is like a little bit over half as long as my previous one with the word count. I could talk about this way more, but I wanted to scale back the vids for a little bit. But if you did enjoy this video, hopefully you enjoyed it enough to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. I enjoy reading your thoughts and stuff. If you enjoy my videos a lot and want to support me some extra, you could super chat me or become a channel member. And this is where I'd put my channel members, if I had any. Well, I had one, but they didn't renew. Anyways, if it's your first time watching and you enjoyed, check out my previous videos and stay tuned for my next videos. Like my next one, which is about why Chainsaw Man needs quote-unquote boring chapters, which was voted on by you. So thanks for watching.